So what about that nerve-wracking first encounter and overcoming approach anxiety? Your first step to success will be overcoming the dreaded approach anxiety. It's just not genuine and sounds a little phony, and trust me, she will pick up on that. So say something like that line if you're compelled to do so. And my last point on this topic is, keep in mind that different social settings call for different types of approaches. Hello world, Prince here, and welcome to my channel, Gentlemen and Scholars, where we discuss dating, style, personal development, and so much more. So if you're new, definitely consider taking a look around, liking and subscribing. But for today's topic, what we're going to be going over is the top 5 pickup lines to tell your crush. So we'll be going through this, breaking down what the top pickup lines are, and then additionally giving some additional insight into how you should make your approach and some of the things to keep in mind. So definitely make sure you stick around until the end. But without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into today's video. All right, so before we hop into the top 5 best pickup lines to tell your crush, I figured that we, walk through some of the fundamentals to keep in mind as you're going to make your approach. And really, these are crucial because, if you don't have the right mindset and the right approach, all the best lines in the world are not going to help you. So definitely make sure you're taking note of these. So whether you're a seasoned flirt or a newbie, there's no denying that inherent adrenaline rush that comes to you, when you're making your approach on that one crush that you've been eyeing. In this video, we'll go over how to use pickup lines to, spark interest, create chemistry, and leave your crush wanting more. So definitely make sure you stick around until the end. So what about that nerve-wracking first encounter and overcoming approach anxiety? Your first step to success will be overcoming the dreaded approach anxiety. When your heart races, your palms, they start to sweat, and then that self-doubt starts to kick in. But remember, gents, confidence is key. So don't worry, take a deep breath, stand tall, and approach your crush confidently. See, confidence is magnetic and can elevate even the most simplest of pickup lines. And that fear of rejection, that can linger, but every great love story is started first by a bold move. So how should you break the ice and forge a connection at the outset? A well-crafted pickup line can turn a mundane introduction into a memorable moment. And you'll know you've hit your mark after you see that coy smile after a clever line that leaves your crush intrigued. Now let's cover flirting fundamentals. Always take a playful yet confident approach. See, flirting is kind of an art. And like any art, it requires practice and finesse. Always maintain a playful yet confident demeanor. Engage in light banter, maintain eye contact, and don't be afraid to drop hints of your interest. Always be respectful in your approach and ensure that your lines are tasteful. While it's tempting to dive headfirst in flirtatious banter, it's crucial to respect boundaries and ensure your lines are of class. And make sure to use humor to win her heart with laughter. See, laughter is universal, and a well-timed humorous joke can melt even the most iciest of hearts. A playful chuckle can break down barriers and pave the way to a genuine connection. And of course, get her to open up to you. Only give genuine compliments to build interest through sincere admiration. Compliments, when delivered sincerely, can work wonders. Compliment your crush's smile, style, intelligence, etc. But really just make sure it's genuine. And women are keen on this, so they'll know if you're being authentic or not. Use light teasing to develop a fun and playful dynamic early. Playfully poke fun at your crush's quirks or engage in friendly banter. The key is to keep it lighthearted and ensure that your crush knows that it's all in good fun. And one of your main goals should be to bond over shared interests and common ground as quickly as possible in the conversation. Hey, if you're enjoying this video, subscribe to join the Gentlemen and Scholars family, and consider checking out the Gentlemen and Scholars Club website for free resources, Gentlemen and Scholars merch, book recommendations, consultation services, and our free Gentlemen and Scholars Ultimate Handbook. Well, you'll learn personal development tips on how to build a successful life and become the gentleman of your dreams, style tips to develop an eye-catching, attractive, and unique personal avatar, and dating tips to attract, court, and keep the woman of your dreams. Visit the Gentlemen and Scholars Club website for more. Now back to the video. Find common ground, whether it's a love for vintage movies or a passion for hiking. Connecting over shared interests can create a deep and lasting connection. So I heard you're into art. We should paint the town red together. See, a shared interest can be the glue that makes you stick out in her mind compared to the other suitors she may have met that same night. All right. So now for the top 5 best pickup lines to tell your crush. So these are my top 5 that I've personally used, so I'm sure that they will work wonders for you. Hey, you were looking at me like you wanted to meet me, so I figured I'd come introduce myself. I'm Prince, what's your name? And this of course can be said, after she's looking at you, maybe you look back at her, shoot her a smile and she smiles back, then you can say something like this. Hey, excuse me, you have stunning hazel eyes. Wait, what's your name? Again, this is just another example of giving a genuine compliment as opposed to walking up to her and saying something like, hey, I like your purse. It's just not genuine and sounds a little phony, and trust me, she will pick up on that. So say something like that line if you're compelled to do so. Hey, you are gorgeous. I had to come over here and meet you. What's your name? Again, that's just another example of genuine admiration, and you really can't go wrong with that because 9 times out of 10, it's going to be a truthful and authentic line because, at the end of the day, you're approaching her, right? So you have to think she's gorgeous. Hey, you are breathtaking. I want to meet you. What's your name? Or you could very simply, if she's looking over at you and you're looking over at her and you shoot her a smile and she smiles back, you could simply wave her over and ask her very simply, what's your name? And again, to do something like this will require you to be keen on choosing signals. But if you're not familiar, don't worry. I made a video on choosing signals that I will link here. So now that you have the top 5 best pickup lines to tell your crush, so how should you handle, maybe you misread the choosing signals or maybe things just simply didn't go your way. How should you handle rejection? Always turn these minor setbacks into stepping stones. Rejection is part of the game, gents. So always view it as her loss and an opportunity to learn and grow from the experience. Take what you can from these experiences, and most importantly, remember that rejection is not indicative at all of your worth. Don't give any woman that power over you. It's not healthy and simply not true. The fact that you are here and willing to watch this video all the way through and learn and take consistent action means that you will eventually achieve your desired outcomes. And my last point on this topic is, keep in mind that different social settings call for different types of approaches. At a party, for instance, where the drinks are flowing, you're all having a good time, it's loud music, you can be a bit more daring. And in this case, I might actually walk right up to a girl and say, hey, you are sexy as hell. Wait, what's your name? And don't forget to get the contact information, of course, to keep things going after that first initial encounter. So to wrap up, your success will be largely based on your willingness to take consistent action, put yourself out there, and really enjoy the thrill of going through the process of meeting someone new. So now that you're armed with these tips, go out and put these pickup lines to the test. And who knows, you may find the woman of your dreams sooner than you expect. So with that, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this one up. If you do have any questions for me, definitely feel free to give a shout. Definitely make sure you like and subscribe to the channel. And definitely let me know down below, if I missed anything at all. Are there some additional tips that you would have thrown in there? Definitely let me know down below. And lastly, I did want to let you know about the Gentleman's Handbook. It is free on the Gentlemen and Scholars Club website. That is the Gentlemen and Scholars Club website. It goes through all of these types of tips, gives you, a step-by-step when it comes to dating, relationships, style, personal growth. It's a short handbook, but it's packed with a lot of different information and crucial stuff that all of you gentlemen should know. So definitely visit the Gentlemen and Scholars Club website. It's linked down below in the description. But until next time, gentlemen and scholars. Hey gents, hope you enjoyed the video, and check out the Gentlemen and Scholars Club website for our free Gentlemen and Scholars Ultimate Handbook, free resources, book recommendations, consultation services, and some pretty slick Gentlemen and Scholars merch. GNS hoodies, t-shirts, mugs, notebooks, and so much more. Until next time, Gentlemen and Scholars.